already understand people more than you realize. You just haven't learned how to see the signs yet. Everyone leaves clues. And Nietzsche's 18 psychological truths will teach you how to find them and understand what they mean. This isn't a quick list or surface advice. It's a full guide, divided into 3 powerful parts that build on each other. Skip one, and you'll miss the depth that makes it all work. Stay with me, because by the end, you won't just read others better. You'll also understand yourself in ways you never imagined. From a young age, we're told to believe what people say. Words become our main tool of trust. But Nietzsche warned us not to be fooled by language. People rarely speak from truth. They speak from fear, ego, and survival. What you see on the surface isn't who they are. It's their armor. The overly kind person may fear rejection. The one who seems unshakable might be falling apart inside. And the twist? Most people don't even realize they're doing this. They're acting out roles they didn't choose. Their smiles, their tone, their opinions, all shaped by what once kept them safe. They're not hiding from you. They're hiding from themselves. Nietzsche said, "Every deep spirit needs a mask." He wasn't judging people. He was warning us not to confuse the mask with the real person. People reveal the truth constantly, not in their words, but in the small cracks. In a glance away, a laugh that lasts too long, or a subject they suddenly avoid. Let's begin. 1. Everyone wears a mask to survive. No one is fake for pretending. People shape themselves into versions that feel acceptable to others. But masks slip. The first sign of the real person is tension. Watch where someone becomes uneasy. That's where truth starts to show. 2. What someone hates in others reveals what they hide in themselves. This is projection. If someone constantly mocks arrogance, they may feel insecure about their own worth. If they accuse others of lying, they might be avoiding their own dishonesty. We often dislike in others what we can't face in ourselves. 3. Silence tells more than words. Nietzsche believed truth doesn't come from talking. When someone hesitates, dodges questions, or gives short, practiced answers, it's fear speaking. Silence shows what they can't say. 4. Loud virtue often hides vanity. Beware of those who constantly brag about their goodness or judge others harshly. Moral performance often masks the need to feel superior. Real goodness doesn't need an audience. 5. People lie to themselves before they lie to you. I'm fine. I'm over it. I don't care. These aren't lies meant to deceive others. They're self-protection. People repeat these stories until they believe them. When their version doesn't add up, it's not manipulation. It's a window into their own denial. 6. Superiority hides insecurity. The louder someone tries to prove they're better, the more they fear they're not enough. Boasting, belittling, controlling, these are shields. Real confidence doesn't compete. Behind every display of power is often a frightened self, trying not to be seen. Reading people isn't about judgment. It's about compassion, understanding that behind every behavior is fear, trying to stay safe. 7. Most behavior is driven by hidden fear. Why do people over-explain, dominate, or disappear? Fear of rejection, failure, abandonment. Forget what someone says they want. Ask, what are they afraid of losing? That's where truth hides. 8. Harsh critics are revealing themselves. When people constantly tear others down, they're exposing their own struggles. The man who mocks emotions fears his own. The woman who shames others for their looks is battling her reflection. Criticism isn't just judgment. It's confession. 9. False confidence hides guilt. Those who seem always sure and unshaken often carry regret or shame. Their control and certainty are performances. True peace doesn't need to prove anything. If someone's confidence feels forced, look for what they're trying to bury. 10. Exaggeration reveals insecurity. I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm always happy. Extreme statements hide inner doubt. Nietzsche believed that imbalance, not strength, creates extremes. When someone speaks too loudly about their certainty, listen for the insecurity underneath. 11. The need for control covers inner chaos. People who must control everything, others, plans, details, are often trying to quiet internal disorder. The more rigid the rules, the more fragile the person feels inside. 12. Performance hides emptiness. Social media proves this daily. The endless need to be seen, liked, and praised. Constant performance doesn't show strength. It shows fear of being unseen. Those who know themselves don't need to perform. As you notice these signs, the world begins to look different. You'll start to see fear where others see arrogance, and pain where others see pride. Nietzsche didn't want us to expose people to control them. He wanted us to see through them to connect. 13. People don't speak from reason. They speak from pain. Every logical opinion usually hides emotion. When someone says, "Love is pointless," they're protecting an old wound. Beliefs are often shaped by what hurt us, then wrapped in logic. Instead of asking, "Why do they think that?" ask, "What are they afraid of feeling again?" 14. How someone treats weakness shows their true strength. Real power isn't domination, it's restraint. Those who mock vulnerability fear their own. Those who punish mistakes were once punished too. If someone can face weakness with compassion instead of scorn, they've already won their inner battle. 15. The need for attention comes from fear of being forgotten. The person who always needs to be seen isn't arrogant. They're afraid of disappearing. Ignored as children, they grow into adults who perform for love. Attention isn't always vanity. It's often a cry for recognition. 16. Envy disguises admiration. People attack what they secretly admire but believe they can't have. Mocking success, confidence, or freedom often hides longing for those same things. Envy is desire without belief. Seeing this clearly makes you immune to hate and free from it yourself. 17. Adults repeat their childhood, not their beliefs. We act out what we learned young. The unheard child stops listening. The punished child hides their feelings. The unloved child performs for approval. We think we're acting on logic, but we're repeating old survival patterns. Behavior is biography. Every adult hides a child still trying to feel safe. 18. Patterns are confessions in disguise. People reveal their wounds through habits. Ghosting equals fear of closeness. Overworking equals fear of stillness. Flirting without connecting equals fear of intimacy. These aren't random, they're protection. If you learn to see patterns instead of words, you'll understand truth before it's spoken. And once you see this, something changes. You stop judging. You stop taking things personally. You start understanding. You become a mirror instead of a weapon. And that's real strength, to see people clearly and still choose grace. Because reading others is really about remembering yourself. Take a moment and reflect. Every truth here isn't just about others, it's about you. Your fears, your defenses, your patterns. The more you understand others, the more clearly you see yourself. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of awareness. Nietzsche wanted us not just to observe, but to awaken. To realize that what we condemn in others lives in us too. So, if this message resonated, if one truth hit home, share it below. Let's build something honest in a world full of masks. And if this opened your eyes, subscribe. This is just the start of learning to see what's hidden and becoming who you really are.